Dobry wieczór Państwu. Jako dziekan Wydziału Fizyki Uniwersytetu Warszawskiego witam Państwa wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Dzisiaj w ramach cyklu Zapytaj Fizyka gościmy fizyka niezwykłego, profesora Shuji Nakamurę, laureata Nagrody Nobla z dziedziny fizyki, twórcę niebieskich źródeł światła, które zrewolucjonizowały nasze życie. Profesor Nakamura dzisiaj przedstawi nam wykład poświęcony diodom, poświęcony niebieskim źródłom światła. Życzę Państwu wielu wrażeń, żeby Państwu ta wizyta profesora Nakamury utkwiła w pamięci. Wykład odbędzie się w języku angielskim. Pozwólcie Państwo, że przywitam profesora Nakamurę. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great pleasure to welcome to the Faculty of Physics Professor Shuji Nakamura. Professor Nakamura is a laureate of Nobel Prize in Physics. He is the inventor of blue light emitting diodes, which were very important for our life. So today I would like to wish you an excellent evening, enjoying the lecture of Professor Nakamura. And I am transmitting microphone to the chief of the event, Professor Sulkowski.
Dobry wieczór. Też dwa słowa powiem najpierw po polsku i żeby troszkę napięcie zbudować, to troszeczkę zmienię jeszcze temat i na sam początek pozwolę sobie ogłosić, że kolejne dwa wykłady odbędą się niedługo. Mieliśmy ostatnio dwumiesięczną przerwę, więc ją nadrobimy. Najbliższy wykład będzie 23 maja. 23 maja będzie poświęcony najmniejszym składnikom materii, a później 9 czerwca wykład poświęcony jakimś sprawom kosmicznym, że tak powiem. To tak w ramach ogłoszenia na początek. A po angielsku, again I would like to welcome Professor Shuji Nakamura. Let me also say just a few more words. He obtained PhD in Japan, and after he obtained a PhD, he started working in the company Nichia, where in the 1990s, as far as I understand, he made the discoveries which were later for which he later got the Nobel Prize, together with Professors Akasaki and Amano. That was in 2014. And apart from the Nobel Prize, he got many other prizes. I am not able to list all of them, but there is one very important for us, which he got just yesterday. He became a honorary professor of our university, University of Warsaw. So this is also a reason why he is with us today. And let me just say that in the beginning of the lecture, we will see a short experimental introduction. It will be given by Paweł Trautman and Professor Krzysztof Korona. So that will be in the beginning of the lecture. But to start with, let me give the microphone to Professor Nakamura.
Okay. So, faculty of University of Warsaw made a very good demonstration to show how blue LED or blue laser diode is important. So, at first, please enjoy the demonstration by him.
Jest tak istotne. Tu mamy niebieskie światło. Gdyby go nie było, wiemy, że białe światło składa się z światła czerwonego i białe światło składa się ze światła czerwonego, zielonego i niebieskiego. Tu mamy ładne czerwone diody, mamy ładne zielone diody, razem dają nam żółte światło. I tak się składa, że otrzymanie żółtego, zielonego i czerwonego światła jest nieco łatwiejsze niż otrzymanie niebieskiego światła. Niebieskie fotony mają wyższą energię niż zielone i czerwone, natomiast niebieskie światło jest nam potrzebne, żeby otrzymać białą barwę. Stąd ten problem, żeby zrobić ładną białą diodę, potrzebne nam jest niebieskie światło. Wydawałoby się, że żeby zrobić białą diodę, to potrzebujemy niebieskie, zielone i czerwone. Okazuje się, że niebieskie światło ma tą zaletę, że potrafi nam łatwo wygenerować białe światło. Otóż tu mamy niebieską diodę laserową, daje nam niebieskie światło, potrzebujemy jeszcze żółte. Otóż mamy bardzo wydajne żółte luminofory. No, tu jest taki żółto-zielony luminofor. Pod wpływem światła niebieskiego, fioletowego, ja mam akurat fioletowy laser, taki luminofor świeci na żółto i zielono. Jeżeli złożymy te dwie barwy, żółtą i niebieską, otrzymujemy białą barwę, prawda? Zatem wystarczy, że będziemy mieli wydajne źródło niebieskiego światła i już możemy liczyć na to, że będziemy mieli wydajne źródło białego światła. Białe światło jest potrzebne w życiu codziennym, no bo takiego światła zazwyczaj używamy. Tutaj mamy żarówkę 15-watową, standardową żarówkę. No, czy ona świeci na biało, czy na żółto, to jest rzecz do dyskusji. Według producenta ta żarówka ma 110 lumenów. Pobiera 15 watów. Tutaj mamy żarówkę, znaczy nazywamy to czasem żarówką, ale powinniśmy nazywać lampą. To jest lampa zrobiona na diodach świecących. Zgodnie z tym, co podaje producent, pobiera 15 watów. Sprawdziliśmy, to się zgadza. Natomiast zgodnie z tym, co podaje producent, daje 1250 lumenów, 11 razy więcej od zwykłej żarówki. Możemy na własne oczy porównać, że rzeczywiście to jest znacznie jaśniejsze światło. Obie żarówki pobierają tą samą moc. Także widać, że wynalazek niebieskich diod daje nam możliwość bardzo jasnego światła. Żeby obejrzeć takie diody z rekordowo jasnym światłem, to tutaj mamy takie drobne urządzenie, które pobiera 20 watów. Laser może wyłączę. I widać, że to światło jest bardzo jasne. Także dziękuję bardzo za uwagę.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, okay. So now I'd like to talk about my part. So today I'd like to talk about how I could invent blue LED and blue laser diode, also future solid lighting. So this is the outline of my talk. So at first, white LED, he already demonstrated. And then white LED made by blue LED or violet LED. So blue light is, blue LED is used for all kind of white lighting, but the blue light causes some kind of health disorder, so not good. Blue light color is not good. So violet is much better than blue LED in the view of the health problem. Also, future lighting should be laser lighting. I talk about the laser lighting too. So this shows Japan. Japan is composed of 4 islands. And the smallest island is called Shikoku Island. So basically, I was born here. I studied here. And also, I got a master's degree here. And I worked for the company named Nichiya. I worked for a company Nichiya for 20 years here, only in Shikoku Island. And then I left to the United States. So I never, worked big city, Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. Always I stayed the smallest island. So you can see this is Shikoku Island. So I was born here, Oak. This is a small fishery village. This is me, and I studied up to second grade of elementary school. And at the second grade of elementary school, my family moved to this old city. Old city is still small, but much bigger than Oak, And I studied here up to high school, and I enjoyed volleyball. This is me, and coincidentally, American, American students came to our high school, enjoy volleyball. And so after graduation, high school, my grade was not so good because I enjoyed volleyball a lot. So my grade was not good. So I could enter the local university. Its name is Tokushima University. Tokushima University is almost a bottom ranking university in Japan. In Japan, top ranking university is Tokyo University, Osaka University, Nagoya University. Those are big city university. It's smallest island, local city. So Tokushima University is a bottom ranking university. And no PhD course. So after getting master's degree, I graduated. And I joined a small company, Nichiya Chemical Industry. It's located here, Annan City. It's a small city, you know. And I worked Nichiya Chemical Industry for 20 years. During those periods, we could invent blue LED, green LED, white LEDs, everything. The problem is we invented everything totally independently. We never worked together with outside company. We never worked with universities. We never spent any government money, zero. Totally isolatedly and independently, we developed everything ourselves. So that's the biggest problem. I can show later, you know. So this is the first day after joining Nichiya Chemical Industry, 79, after graduation University of Tokushima, no? So this guy is graduated Kyoto University, you know, top ranking university. And she graduated high school. So this sequence you can see now, you know, ranking of universities is gradually bad, you know. No. So this is me, you know. And so in Japan, most important thing at the company is which university graduate. And the salary automatically determined already. I think this guy is the highest salary, this is the lower salary. You know, they don't care about the ability of each one, only which university graduate. It's bad, no? Okay, so this one. This is Japanese. But I translate it to English. So after receiving a Nobel Prize announcement in Japan, you know, this is the top guy of the Japanese academic community, you know, and he said, on behalf of the academic community of Japan, congrats for winning the Nobel Prize. Professor Akasaki Amano developed the first blue LED in 1889, no? Professor Nakamura developed the manufacturing technology of the blue LED in 1993. So you know manufacturing technology, no? Here, what I know the great scientist, Robert Dwinsky. He developed the first bulk granular crystals using ammonothermal method, you know? So he demonstrated the first bulk crystal growth using ammonothermal. It's called invention or discovery of the bulk crystal growth. And after his invention of discovery of bulk crystal growth by ammonothermal, you know, company Ammono started mass production, making a lot of furnace and making a big furnace. They started manufacturing. Manufacturing just copying the invention or discovery, copying technology. All of the company working for mass production. You know, I just copied these guys' invention. You know, could you believe? All Japanese concept, because probably I told you, totally, at a small company, Nichiya is a small company at the time. Number of employees 200, and revenue $20 million. Small company, totally countryside, small company, totally independent from Japanese government, Japanese academic people, Japanese company, totally isolated, independent. We developed everything. So academic people became very jealous, you can, And this is the Minister of Education. Minister of Education, this is basically congratulations winning Nobel Prize, Akasaki Amano me. And the last page, this one. Same. The LED developed by Akasaki Amano. In my case, manufacturing technology, And they say this was made by Minister of Education by referring Nobel Prize Foundation press release. Nobel Prize Foundation press release, they have never said that I did manufacturing technology development. Never. Only invention. Oh, sorry. So basically, introduction to Nobel Prize laureate in Japan, oh, it's crazy. All of Japanese media, TV, newspaper, and the academic people have introduced about 3 Nobel Prize laureates, right? Industry, government, academic people together. Professor Akasaki Amano developed the blue LEDs in 1989. In my case, developed the manufacturing technology in 1989. I developed copy technology, Could you believe? This is Japanese academic people, the government, ever. So in Japan, this is crazy because now they are making, a textbook for high school students, junior high school, elementary school, So past Nobel laureate, physics laureate, everybody say discovery or invention. Only me, manufacturing technology for high school students. This is crazy, So don't, isolate independently. Don't develop anything because it becomes like this. Always you have to work together, In my case, totally independent, so that's the problem. But, Alfred Nobel, probably, Alfred Nobel was really this one. What kind of people should get Nobel Prize? Just, confer the greatest benefit of mankind. Any, discovery or invention contribute to the greatest benefit of mankind. This is at least condition. And the Nobel Prize in physics. Physics is, in this case, one part of the person who shall have made the most important discovery or invention within the field of physics. Only discovery or invention, only given to the Nobel Prize in physics. In my case, manufacturing technology in Japan, unbelievable. Okay, I start talking about this. I spend 1 hour, not 2 hours, but it's okay. So next is LED. What is light emitting diode? So sunlight. Sunlight is the most friendly light for human being and plant growth. So we have to, make similar sunlight using LED or laser diode. So that is, that's the best way. So LED, so basically, this is simplified structure. Basically, there is a substrate, and on the substrate, we grow N-type layer, blue layer. And the next is red layer, it's called the emitting layer. This emitting layer, red layer, emits the blue light. So this emitting layer is most important because they emit the blue light. And the green layer called the P-type layer. So basically, on the substrate, we need 3 layers, Okay. So after invention of the 3 layers in 1992, we demonstrated at NICHIA, we demonstrated first blue LEDs. This is the substrate. At the time, we used the sapphire substrate. Sapphire. And on the sapphire substrate, there are 3 layers. And we could demonstrate first blue LEDs in 92, yeah. And so emitting layer, we use this material, indium gallium nitride. Emitting layer is red layer. So by changing the composition of indium gallium nitride, we can change the color of LED from UV to infrared colors. So basically, we can make UV to infrared LEDs using same structure by changing the composition of this layer. But basically, right now, considering about the efficiency, company is making a product from UV to green. But in the future, people can make these colors also UVC. And so biggest market of the blue LED is white LED. So white. So how to make white color? Just mixing of blue and yellow, we can make white. Also mixing of blue, green, red color, we can make white. So right now, LED company use this one mostly. And sometimes they add red color to improve the color quality of white. So this is a real white LEDs. They demonstrate this white LED lamp now. So how to make white is a white LED is just they are blue LED chip. So this blue LED chip emits blue light. And the yellow comes from the phosphor. And this phosphor excited by blue light and yellow coming. And mixing of blue and yellow, we can make white. But now this LED has the biggest problem because this is the emission spectrum of white LEDs. You can see this is blue. Blue intensity is very strong because spectrum width is very narrow. And the yellow comes from phosphor. Usually phosphor emission is very broad spectrum. peak intensity is weak, but very broad spectrum. So in order to make a beautiful white color, peak intensity of blue should be very strong because very narrow spectrum. So strong peak intensity of blue causes this problem, disrupt the circadian cycle or suppress the melatonin. So melatonin is used for the sleeping pill. So basically, by reducing a hormone of melatonin, we cannot sleep because melatonin is used for the hormone, sleeping pill. You know, so this is a big problem. So biggest customer of white LED is Apple Computer. So last year, Apple Computer did this press release. You know, Apple moves acknowledge the blue light danger. Because Apple Computer is making an iPhone, iPad, computer. All of these equipment backlight is white LED using blue LED. You know, the blue spike in the white light output from electronic device reduces the production of the sleep hormone melatonin and has been linked to various health disorders, including cancer. Especially you have small children, be careful, because small children now enjoy TV game using iPhone, iPad, and watch TV, and now light is this one. All equipment is blue, strong blue intensity. You know, long-term irradiation, no, this problem would happen. So I received a Nobel Prize by invention of blue LED. Don't use blue LED. You know, now you know, latest white LED is made by violet LEDs. Our company, Solar, is making white LEDs using violet LEDs. Violet LED doesn't cause any health problem. So please use our company's product. You know, if you worry about the health problem. I'll tell you later. So anyway, using blue LEDs, we can make all kinds of LED lamp. And also this shows the efficiency of the red, blue, green LEDs as a function of the developed years. So basically, red LED was invented in the 60s. And the efficiency of red LED increased like this. And, but in order to make any kind of colors, we need blue and green LED. We need 3 primary colors, no? In order to make any colors. So since the 60s, many scientists all over the world try to develop blue and green LED. You know, but nobody could make it. But in '93, in Shikoku Island, you know, Nichiya Chemical Industry. Nichiya is a chemical company, 100% chemical. You know, suddenly announced the small, tiny company suddenly announced the mass production of the blue LED in '93. You know, and nobody believed it. So we put Nichiya has an Osaka room and Tokyo office and Osaka office. We put the demonstration at Tokyo and Osaka office. And nobody believes. And we asked all of the scientists to come to Tokyo and Osaka office, and they see it. And after seeing our demonstration, all the people say, "Oh my gosh, this is true blue LED, no?" No, and also we developed the first high-efficient green LED in '95. And the white LEDs also we developed the white LED in '96, and the efficiency of white LED like this. So in my case, my history like this. So '79, I graduated University of Tokushima, after getting a master's degree, and then joined the Nichiya Chemical Industry. Nichiya Chemical Industry is a small company. It's located in a local city. Number of employees 200. And first 10 years, I worked, developed these conventional red LEDs. First 10 years. My boss asked me to develop red LEDs. But already, I could develop 3 products. But at that time, already big company like Philips, Hewlett-Packard, in Japan, Toshiba, Sanyo, Sharp, all kind of big company already making a product of red LEDs. My company is Nichiya Chemical Industry, 100% chemical company, no background semiconductor technology, making a similar product, no way to sell the same product, no name value. So sales was very poor. And then about 10 years later, all of companies our company, my boss asked me to quit the company. You waste a lot of money. Still, you, why don't you quit the company, no? So I became so angry because my boss asked me to develop this conventional radio. No, I could develop 3 products, but sales very poor, so they asked me to quit the company. So before quitting the company, so I want to do what I want to do. So that is a blue LED research. So after joining Nichiya Chemical Industry 79, I worked on conventional red LEDs, So at that time, I read all kinds of scientific paper and patent. All the scientific paper and the patent says, biggest problem in the field of LEDs, no blue, no green LEDs. If blue and green LED are available, there will be a huge market. So I want to do blue LED research after joining a company. So I talked with my boss, why don't you start a blue LED research here at our company? And my boss said, Nakamura-san, you are crazy. You know our company. Our company, small company, no budget, no research budget, Yes, no budget research. At that time, my annual research funding is maybe $50,000. At that time, like in Japan, Sony, Toshiba, they were spending, $100 million for 3 years to develop blue LED. So no budget. And next is a brain, Nakamura-san, you just graduated local university after master's. You have no brain. Yeah, you are no brain, Because at that time, like Sony, Toshiba, Philips, they formed a project team to develop blue LEDs. Project team composed of 10 scientists. All the scientists graduate, have a PhD degree. They graduate from top university, In my case, no budget, no background, so no way. So I joked that my boss every couple of months, but no way, nothing, no budget, no brain. So, but 88, I became so desperate, So before quitting, I won't do that. So small company, good thing is I can direct talk with the company's founder and the president. So I went to the president's office, So can I do blue LED research? He said, okay. Oh my gosh, he was 80 years old. Oh, he can understand, So, okay, so to wake up, so, okay, you say, okay, so please give me $5 million, to do research. Okay, no problem. Wow. Oh, I thought he was a real Alzheimer something, Okay. So next, I never been to foreign country. My age was 35 years old, so I wanted to go foreign country. So can I go to United States for 1 year to study something, Oh, he said, okay, no problem, So everything okay, Oh, wow, it's amazing, So 88 to 89, I went to University of Florida 1 year. And I came back to University of Florida, and I started blue LED research from 89. So I need only 3 and 4 years to develop blue LED as a product. Only 3 or 4 years, very easy. This is only 3 or 4 years research. I got Nobel Prize in physics. Very easy. The reason is, I worked for the conventional red LED for 10 years at Nichiya Chemical. So after joining Nichiya Chemical is a 100% chemical company. No background of semiconductor technology, 0. So basically, I had to develop all kinds of semiconductor technology from nothing, from scratch, to make a real product of red LEDs. So I'm an expert of the LED technology, And so for blue LEDs, I change the material, different material, but this material to this material. Also, I changed the epitaxial growth method from the liquid phase epitaxial growth to MOCVD. The other process is the same. So that's the reason I need only 3 or 4 years. So sometimes it works. These are hard time experience. So first thing is, after joining Nichiya Chemical Industry, first thing is, I developed these bulk crystal growth, gallium arsenide bulk crystal, gallium phosphide bulk crystal growth using a horizontal Bridgman method. Maybe this one is for 6 years I developed these bulk crystals, and sales was not so good. Also next, I developed these infrared and red LEDs using liquid phase epitaxial growth. So these sales are very poor at that time, but after development of blue LEDs, company name value became, very high. And then these sales also skyrocketed after development of blue LEDs, because company name value is very important to sell the product. So for red and infrared, we use a liquid phase epitaxial growth. This is my homemade reactor because the company has no money. So all reactor is homemade, So I made these homemade reactors, So next is application impact. So probably application. These blue and green LEDs and white is all kinds of application, Just my interest application is this plant factory, because now Silicon Valley this is very hot because many people are worried about food shortage near future because population increased dramatically. So only choice is a plant factory. So in that case, lighting should be LED. So plant color is green, means green is reflected. So they absorb only blue and red colors. So initially I thought blue and red LED is enough. A lot of advantage of this plant factory. And so this is one scientist's experimental result. So LED 1, 2, 3 is just blue. They use blue LED and red LEDs because the plant, means green. Green is reflected. And the CWF is there are many peaks. It's copied sunlight. Basically, CWF means sunlight. So CWF, sunlight is best, this result. Just blue and red LEDs like this. So this is plant growth. So human being, should be same. So indoor lighting, right now this lamp, this one, So long-term irradiation, I don't know what would happen. Normal growth, this one was like this, Okay, so how much energy saved? Probably, so already he demonstrates, So LED is very efficient. You can save a lot of energy, and also lifetime is almost forever, 40 years, 50 years. So you install the LED lamp at home, you don't need any maintenance, almost forever. And this shows how much energy saved. So by 2020, in the United States, we can save energy equivalent to about 19 nuclear power plants in 3 years now. And all over the world, the equivalent of 60 nuclear power. But still, any LED penetration ratio is only 20%. So solar powered LED lighting. So this region has no electricity. About 1.5 billion people worldwide live without electricity. So it means no lighting at night time. So this region, people use this one, oil lamp. They burn the oil. It's called the kerosene lamp, But this one is now oil is very expensive. They have to pay $150 per year to buy oil, and also health disorder, all kinds. But now this region, this LED lamp is very popular. This LED operated by battery. This battery is charged by solar cell during daytime. Biggest advantage is very cheap, only $3. Very cheap. That's a reason. Also, this $3 also cost determined by battery. Because the LED lifetime is 30 or 40 years, solar cell is the same, also 10 years. Battery lifetime is only 2 or 3 years. So if battery lifetime becomes 10 years, this one is almost zero. It's free. So, so battery is the biggest problem right now. So, Tesla motor, electric vehicle is still very expensive because battery is not reliable. So battery is the biggest issue right now. So if we want to win the Nobel Prize, please develop a new battery. And so next is why invention of blue LED is so difficult. So emission color of LED determine the materials. Materials determine the emission color. So there are two kinds of material available for blue LED: zinc selenide or gallium nitride. So this is the zinc selenide and gallium nitride. So gallium nitride, usually grows on sapphire. So you can see dark line. See, this dark line is a crystal defect. Zinc selenide, you don't see any crystal defect. So semiconductor field, nobody likes crystal defect. IC, LSI, silicon-based similar device. No crystal defect, 0. One crystal defect kills the device. So in this semiconductor field, nobody likes the crystal defect. So in 70s, 80s, everybody selects zinc selenide. If people select gallium nitride, it's called a crazy guy. So in 89, I started blue LED research. At that time, in 89, zinc selenide is very popular. Almost 90% of researchers select zinc selenide because crystal defect is much smaller. But the gallium nitride crystal defect is huge, 6 order higher, and not 0, almost 0 number of researchers. In 92, there's a conference in Japan. In this field, the biggest conference is the Japanese Society of Applied Physics in Japan. I attended this conference, and at first I went to gallium nitride session. Gallium nitride session is speaker was only 2 speakers, and each speaker has 15 minutes talk. So after 30 minutes, it's over. And the audience also 2 audience, including me. Could you believe it? And I went to the next session, zinc selenide session. Always zinc selenide session, this size of room used, always, every day, fully occupied. This conference 1 week, so this zinc selenide session continued for 1 week, from 9 to 5 p.m. So at that time, gallium, we had no future. Gallium people had to move zinc selenide. The reason is 92, so many people are working for zinc selenide. This one, American company 3M, demonstrates the first blue-green laser diode using zinc selenide. This is the shortest wavelength ever generated by semiconductor laser diode. So this paper cited all over the world. Citation is huge. All the science magazines cited this paper. So material was already determined. Zinc selenide is the winner to make a blue LED, blue laser, everything. Gallium nitride people have to move to zinc selenide. So in my case, I told you I went to University of Florida 1 year, from 80 to 89. The reason why I wanted to go to the foreign country, I told you I never been to foreign country. That is the main reason. I use the excuse. Excuse is I have no experience of MOCVD, so I wanted to run MOCVD, operation of MOCVD. So that's the reason I went to University of Florida. But I had to construct this MOCVD. We construct this MOCVD with a PhD student. So during, when I construct this MOCVD with a PhD student asked me, Nakamura-san, do you have PhD degree? I said, no, I have only master's degree. And the next day asked, have you published any scientific paper? I said, no, 0. Never I published any scientific paper, 0. So then they started treating me like a technician. So United States scientists, researchers, they have to have PhD degree. Without a PhD degree, they are called technician. Technician is just, follow what the scientist order to the technician, So they don't need any brain, just follow what scientist asked, So at that time, my age was 35 years old, But the PhD student is very young. So I'm so frustrated, So 1 year later, I came back to Japan. My dream was became getting PhD degree, because I never expected I could invent blue LED, So I want to publish. So in Japan at that time, we could get a PhD degree by publishing at least 5 scientific papers. It's called paper degrees. We didn't have to go to university to get PhD degree. Just publishing more than 5 scientific papers, we could get a PhD degree. It's called paper degree. So my dream was became publishing a lot of papers. So in the case of zinc, if I select zinc selenide, there are tons of papers. But gallium nitride, only 2 or 3 papers per year, because those papers are published by Professor Akasaki Amano, So I thought, it was easy to publish papers by selecting gallium nitride, At least I need 5 scientific papers to get PhD, So that's the reason I selected gallium nitride. But I never thought I could invent blue LED. Just after getting PhD degree, I wanted to say goodbye to Nishiya, that's it, But luckily I could develop blue LEDs. So in '89, I came back to Japan from University of Florida. I started blue LED research. So at that time, in 89, biggest problem is that these two layers missing. N-type gallium nitride available since 60s, but no emitting layer of indium gallium nitride, also no P-type gallium nitride. So I had to develop these two layers. So first is the MOCVD. So to grow these layers, I used MOCVD. So initially I purchased a commercially available MOCVD. It cost $2 million. So I tried to gallium nitride. A couple of months I tried to grow gallium nitride, but no growth. Even if there are growth, epitaxial layer is black. Real color should be transparent, but black color. So no result for a couple of months. Then I started to modify the reactor of MOCVD. So every morning I modify the reactor myself. And every afternoon I did a crystal growth run, 5 rounds or 6 rounds. I continued this pattern almost 1.5 years. So at that time, every day I had to go enter the inside of MOCVD to reactor, open the reactor, and modify the reactor. Oh, every day I must a lot of scratch, because not the science, it's like a machine shop guy, And 1.5 years later, I could develop this MOCVD. I named it two-flow MOCVD. So usually MOCVD means we need a laminar flow, beauty flow. So only one flow. But I'm disparate. I did another flow, subflow, and I could got the best quality of gallium nitride by adding this one. This is a crazy idea because MOCVD we need laminar flow. Adding another flow always called a turbulence flow. But it worked very well. I don't know. So this I invented this two-flow MOCVD October 1990. This is the biggest breakthrough in my life. Because this MOCVD is so good, any epitaxial layer growth, best quality in the world. Best quality all over the world. Any device growth, most efficient device. LED is most efficient, laser diode most efficient. Still Nichia make a highest efficient blue LED, laser diode, everything. Because they use this homemade reactor, two-flow MOCVD. So, after this invention, every couple of months I could do the breakthrough in this field. So this is the most important breakthrough. For example, the P-type layer, P-type gallium nitride. So always we doped magnesium into gallium nitride to make P-type since the 70s. But always due to unknown reason, resistivity becomes semi-insulated. But in 89, another Nobel laureate, Professor Akasaki Amano, they found coincidentally, they irradiated electron beam, and this resistivity reduced, and they got P-type gallium nitride. But these guys, they couldn't understand why they got P-type gallium nitride using electron beam. They couldn't understand at all. But in our case, just we use summary reading to get the P-type gallium nitride. Very easy, Just summary reading, we got P-type. Also, I clarified the mechanisms, physics. Just hydrogen. Hydrogen was, connected to magnesium acceptor. So magnesium acceptor passivated by hydrogen. By summary reading, this hydrogen removed from this complex, and the magnesium is activated. It's called hydrogen passivation. I clarified that this, past 20 or 30 years problem. I clarified the mechanism. This is real physics, But the Japanese academic people, I developed a manufacturing technology, Unbelievable. Okay, next is the emitting layer. P-type layer, I solved all kind of problem, P-type gallium nitride. And next is the emitting layer. So emitting layer is very important because in 89, Professor Akasaki Amano developed these LEDs, PN gallium nitride homojunction. This is gallium nitride, no indium gallium nitride, no emitting layer. And this is a band gap energy, 3.4 eV. So emission wavelength, UV, nobody can see this LED emission because UV. And also efficiency very poor. So to make a high efficient blue LEDs, we need double hedge structure. Double hedge structure means we have to insert emitting layer here. This idea was invented by Professor Alfanov and Chroma. That's the reason they received a Nobel Prize in physics in 2000. This structure is at least 100 times brighter than this one. Just insert the indium gallium nitride emitting layer, these N-type and P-type layers. But the problem is at that time, nobody could grow indium gallium nitride due to unknown reason. Always we grow indium gallium, crystal quality so poor, no emission at all. But using two-flow emissive, I told you, two-flow emissive is so great. We tried to grow indium gallium nitride, and we could demonstrate first indium gallium nitride, which shows blue, strong blue and violet emission. So this is the first demonstration of the emitting layer of indium gallium nitride. So in 1992, we solved all kind of problem. We solved the p-type gallium nitride problem, and we solved the problem indium gallium nitride in 1992. So in 1992, we stuck to these 3 layers on the substrate of sapphire. And we could demonstrate the first high-efficient blue LEDs in 1992. And we wanted to do the press release immediately, but the company said, no, just you have to prepare the mass production for 1 year, secret from outside. So 1 year, we prepared the mass production, 1 year secretly, and 1 year later, we did a big press release. So this is our first high brightness blue LEDs. Paper appeared in 94. And the Nobel Prize Foundation cited our first blue LEDs, and also we demonstrated the first quantum well-structured blue-green LEDs, and all LED companies use this structure at this moment. Also, we demonstrated the first violet laser diode or blue laser diode in 95. Paper appeared 96. So this laser diode, violet laser diode, is used for Blu-ray DVD. Blu-ray DVD. Without this invention, no company could develop a Blu-ray DVD. So now this laser diode is used for the laser lighting. Laser lighting has a lot of advantage in comparison LED lighting. I talk later. So basically, through Nobel laureate's contribution is like this. So basically, Professor Akasaka developed a buffer layer, aluminum buffer layer, to improve the crystal quality, 85. And also, the another big achievement is the p-type gallium. They demonstrated first p-type gallium nitride using electron beam irradiation treatment. And my contribution, this one, just I clarified the mechanism of p-type. Also, we developed annealing method, easy thing. Also, another big breakthrough is the emitting layer. We developed the first emitting layer of indium gallium nitride. So that's the reason our company made the first high-efficient blue LEDs, because of this one. And the next is a second generation LED, GaN-on-GaN. GaN-on-GaN is I told you for substrate, we use sapphire substrate. Right now, maybe almost 90, more than 90 or 99% of our LED companies are sapphire substrate. But our company, Solar, uses gallium nitride substrate. Because using gallium nitride substrate, crystal quality much better. Robert Dinsky company, I'm also making gallium nitride substrate. So first generation, we said first generation. Currently, all of our LEDs use a sapphire substrate or this sapphire. But second generation should be gallium nitride substrate. It's called homoepitaxial. It means GaN-on-GaN. In that case, we can minimize the number of crystal defects. So I moved to the United States, in 2000. I left Japan in 2000 because Japan means it became very boring. So that's the main reason. So I moved to the United States in 2000, and at the University of California, Santa Barbara. So first week, I received a lot of phone call. I took the phone. All phone calls from venture capitalists from Silicon Valley. All venture capitalists. Oh, Dr. Nakamura, yes. Please start a company immediately. I cannot understand the English, also I don't know the American, I don't know anything about the United States. No way, So I rejected all the phone call. And but one of the top venture capitalists suddenly came to UCSB, and they asked me to have a meeting, so I rejected. But my friend professor came to me. Oh, he's a top venture capitalist. His private asset is $2 billion. You have to meet him. He's a billionaire. Oh, okay. So I met him and I said, please start a company. No, I cannot. And I rejected. But in 2006, we have a great result at the university. Using GaN technology. We made a great LEDs using gallium nitride substrate. And we started the company together. I started the company together with Professor Steve Denvers and Professor Jim Speck. We started the company. Company name is Solar. And this is a start company, so we have to use a different technology. One big difference is gallium nitride substrate, gallium nitride substrate. Don't see that. But another one is we selected violet LED to make white. We didn't use blue LEDs. The reason is using violet LEDs, we expected that we could improve the color quality of white. So that's the main reason. We never expected at that time blue caused a health disorder problem. We are lucky, Okay, so now using violet LED, we can make all kind of LED lamp. So we always use a different technology. So usually LED chip means a rectangular shape chip. We use a triangular shape in order to increase the light extraction efficiency. And the violet LED means efficiency is very high using gallium nitride substrate. Wall plug efficiency is about 75% at this current density. Currently, commercially available blue LED is about 40%, so almost twice, very high. Because we use gallium nitride substrate, also color is violet. So very high, so it's good. So this is a comparison. So currently, all of blue LED ground sapphire substrate, so a lot of crystal defect and the rectangular shape. But the gallium nitride using gallium substrate, no crystal defect. And also use triangular shape. Let's skip this one. Also, another big difference is solar's case. All of blue, green, red color come from phosphor. These phosphor are excited by violet LED. So basically, all visible color come from phosphor. That's a big difference. For phosphor means a very broad spectrum. Not a narrow spectrum, not a strong peak intensity. So that's the reason blue intensity is very weak because the blue comes from phosphor. So not a strong peak intensity for blue, so it means it doesn't cause any health problem. Blue intensity strong, blue light enter the eye, hormone of melatonin is reduced. But in this case, blue intensity very weak, so it doesn't cause any health problem. So that's a big advantage. Also, this one is very important. You can say, so daylight. So this is a spectrum of all kind of lighting. So daylight is this is emission color. So basically daylight, all of color is this basically we call full spectrum. No missing color. This is daylight is sunlight. I told you sunlight is the most friendly light. This is sunlight. And the conventional halogen and incandescent bulb lamp, same, full color, no missing color. This is most friendly light. But the biggest problem is the current available, commercially available white LEDs using blue LEDs. So blue LED excites the yellow phosphor, also red phosphor. So, but in this case, no violet, no blue green, no deep red. So there are a lot of missing colors. This is totally different from sunlight. So I told you, so long-term irradiation, I told you, for plant growth, I showed, no? For plant growth, this is the best. This one, right now, using a LED lamp at home, this one. So I showed the plant growth, no? It's not good. And solar's white LED is a violet LED excites blue, green, red phosphor, so full spectrum, same as sunlight, So that's the reason I recommend, please use solar white LED, And also another advantage of the solar white LED is, this one. So all of white shirts, white paper, including a brightening agent, fluorescent material, shows a beautiful white color. This fluorescent brightening agent or fluorescent material can be excited UV or violet, not blue. So if you use the white LED made by blue, all of white color become yellowish color. For example, white shirts, you have to wash many times, still yellow. You have to wash again, yellow. But by changing a lamp, it becomes suddenly become white. Cosmetic, same. Cosmetic also include this one, materials. Cosmetic, real color is, our employee lady tested. So real color of cosmetic is a pink color. And this lamp, pink become yellow, and many times paint yellow. But she go out, suddenly become pink, So, lamp is very important, in the view color. Also, this one is, I showed the blue is this region. So this is violet. So blue intense very weak, so it doesn't cause any health problem. So this is a comparison. So you can see that currently all of LED companies use blue LED to make white. This is a white LED made by blue. So this region causes the highest circadian sensitivity. Highest circadian sensitivity means this region's color, if it enter the human eye, hormone of melatonin is reduced. But the solar is just violet. So here, intensity almost zero. So it doesn't cause any health problem. So this one is interesting. So blue is cause a health problem. So currently, So you have an iPhone. iPhone has a night shift. iPhone, probably night shift. Night shift is just reduce the intensity of blue. Just reduce the intensity of blue, but the color become yellow. Because the mixing of yellow and blue, they are making white. By reducing intensity blue, color become yellow. But the solar is no intensity blue, so using violet, always white. So using blue, even if they reduce the intensity blue, color become white, yellow, so that's white. Okay, so this is a new. Okay, so new. This is a completely. So also this one, myopia, nearsighted eye. So now all of children have a nearsighted eye, especially Asian countries. Asian country, all of children have myopia, nearsighted eye. Everyone has glass. You can say everyone has glass, So the reason is children, has to study very hard to enter top ranking university. No time play outside, Or in our age, when we were children, basically no myopia, no nearsighted eye. The reason is, in our case, when children, we always enjoy playing outside. So eye doctor studied why myopia is so, number of myopia is so large, and if children play outside at least 1 hour every day under sunlight, no myopia. They studied. So sunlight is very important. Every day at least 1 hour, 2 hours under sunlight, no myopia. And this doctor studies which color contribute to minimize the myopia. So violet. Violet light suppresses the progression of myopia. And if they are violet color, no myopia. So right now, all of windows has a filter to remove the UV or violet. So that's the reason. Glass has a filter. So now no violet color inside of the room. So that's a reason. So violet is very important. So if you use a solar LED, already violet is included, you can minimize that. So this is, children, up to 13 or 14 years old, myopia inside retina is growing. So retina should be sphere. But if there are no violet, this sphere becomes like this, strange shape. That is called myopia. So age of lower than 15 years old, very important. After 15 years old, no change, Even if you change the color, no change. So if you have small children, you have to be very careful. Okay, so next lighting. Yeah, so future lighting should be laser lighting. So this shows the efficiency of blue LED and the blue laser diode as a function of current density. So in the case of blue LEDs, peak intensity here. So operating current density, usually blue LED is almost zero. But the laser diode, the operating current density is more than 1 kiloampere square centimeter, basically 1,000 times higher than the LEDs. So in order to make the conventional 60 watt incandescent equivalent, in the case of LED, this is a chip area of the chip. So in order to this current density almost zero, they need a huge area. But in the case of laser diode, we can increase operating current cell 1,000 times higher than the LED, so we can use a tiny, tiny chip. So this is good. So because when we make the laser lighting, so if you assume this LED lighting, we need this number of lighting. But the laser lighting, we can increase the current density. Maybe small lamp, maybe few laser lamp is enough to this room, small. So total system cost should be much cheaper. So that is a big advantage of laser lighting. And already a high power blue laser diode used for these projectors. So using high power blue laser diode, a projector become laser TV, like this. And also, this is called the Pico projector. Pico projector is a small one, this side. This one is relatively big, but the final one, this size. Pico projector is connected to a smartphone, and this projector shows a 60-inch or 50-inch TV by connecting smartphone. So 60-inch or 50-inch TV become mobile TV. So if you have a smartphone, everybody has a TV, 60-inch, 50-inch TV. So that is a future TV. So already laser lighting used for the automobile headlamp, because the big advantage of the laser lighting for automobile headlamp is this one. Irradiation distance is now up to 1 kilometer. And the LED lighting is only 300 meters. So for safety, this one is much better. We can irradiate far away, especially Germany. Germany is outbound, so they need this lamp. So Germany, they like to use laser lighting for safety. And also big advantage of the laser lighting is this one, automobile headlamp. So you can see, if another car is coming, this region becomes black automatically. The reason is, laser lighting becomes a projector using this MEMS mirrors. Projector. Basically, automobile headlamp becomes projector using laser lighting, projector, similar to this projector. So detectors, they use a camera. Inside the car, there's a camera. Camera detects this car is coming, so automatically this projector, this region becomes black. Also, somebody crossing this highway, camera detected, it's automatically, all of light goes to this crossing person. So very safe, But using LED, this one impossible, because the LED is, automobile headlamp, the high power is required. So their chip size, this size. But this MEMS is very small, this one, So LED chip, this one. So no way, But the laser lighting is a point light source. So we can use this MEMS. So we can make projectors. LED, we cannot make projector. No way, because we cannot use this MEMS, this one. So that is the big advantage. Okay. So also laser, all of our lighting designers try to find a point light source. Even for light designers, they like to use a point light source. So in Germany, BMW, Audi already use a laser headlamp, laser headlamp, So we are invited to some ceremony, This is Steve Denvers, my colleague, He said, I'm James Bond, And this is a UCSB. So at UCSB, we are solid-state lighting energy electron center, and about 40 PhD students are involved in this center. At this center, we are developing all kinds of devices using gallium nitride-based materials. My colleague is this Steve Denvers, Professor Steve Denvers, and Jim Speck, and Umesh Mishra. Umesh Mishra is developing gallium nitride power devices. Jim Speck and Steve are developing all kinds of emitting devices. And Chris is mainly work for the theory, Chris Fandiavas. Okay, so this is our campus, UCSB. Our campus is along a beautiful beach, So I enjoy walking every day along this beach, It's beautiful. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we have time for a few questions, if there are some. Okay, there is one.
Hello, my name is Kinga Kościewicz and I am from the Institute of Electronic Materials Technology. You said that in 80s, nobody believed on gallium nitride. And what kind of material now is unbelievable?
What kind of material available?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Who doesn't believe on material and it's really exists now and only few people in the world is working on that
Yeah.
and that is the future. Do you know this material?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, so maybe some other question there in the second row.
Mariusz Rudziński. Question about bulk gallium nitride. You started to use GaN, but it's not so easy to grow it. So what kind of technique are you using and what is the difference compared to a mono, the Polish one?
Yeah, using a monothermal, the crystal quality of gallium nitride is best. But still, my opinion is the cost is too high. So currently, all of gallium nitride substrates we use are grown by HVP because the price is much cheaper. But the crystal quality is, in comparison to monothermal, not so good. But still affordable to make LED. So mainly we use gallium nitride grown by HVP.
Here was a question in the second row.
First of all, I would like to congratulate to win the race for Nobel Prize because my supervisor in 1978 asked me for 1 year to build the technology of gallium nitride. And I was, competing with Japan, not knowing that I compete. But after 1 year, we should abolish this because this was this ammonia type of technology, which produced every sample with different parameters. So I congratulate you for that, and I acknowledge very much that finally it was able to control this. Could you say, comment, at one stage you tried to make lasers on Polish gallium nitride bulk crystals. Can you say a few words about this?
Oh, Polish
From Unipress.
Oh, Unipress. I think Unipress gallium nitride is still small. Size is small. So for device processing, usually at least we need 2-inch, because all of the device fabrication equipment is smallest one is 2-inch. 2-inch, 3-inch point. Less than 2-inch, its cost become very high because we need special equipment. Right now, available equipment is more than 2-inch size. So we need usually for mass product we need 2-inch.
Okay, there is one more question in the middle.
Thank you. I have a question. What was your main motivation before starting blue LED research? It was just curiosity, or it was for commercial purpose? What was your main goal before starting this research, and the reason for starting this research?
Oh, start research. So before blue LED or what?
Why started blue LED research? Your main motivation?
Oh yeah. So I told you. So after joining Nichiya, coincidentally, I had to develop the conventional red LEDs. So red LED, So to make red LEDs, I couldn't collaborate with other company, university, also, so that's the reason I had to read all kinds of scientific paper and patent because my knowledge only from them, no? So I read all kinds of scientific paper, always scientific paper and patent says biggest problem of LEDs, no blue, no green LEDs. Blue and green is available. We can make all kinds of colors, especially white LED. So they have a huge market. So that's the reason I wanted to blue LED research. But the problem is, I told you, small company, no budget, no brain. So I gave up, But 10 years later, desperately, I asked the president of also founder of the company. So he said, okay.
Well, okay. It seems we can thank Professor Nakamura once more for the lecture.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you.